Hello everyone, welcome to ArcanaUniverse. This is going to be a collective reading. Currently it's the new moon, new moon in Taurus. We're just about almost done with the post shadow of the Mercury retrograde. So let's see what we have here today. Right off the bat, the energy coming through was a water energy, strong Cancerian energy. So some of you may have a strong Cancerian influence in your chart, or you may be dealing with somebody with that placement. But let's just go ahead. Okay, I'll go ahead and let's clear and ground the energy. Breathe in, breathe out. One more. Breathe in, breathe out. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed. But you will know if this is your story. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo, or you are a Virgo. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, all of that information can be found in the description of this video. I'm gonna do the spinning spin just so that we can direct the energy and get a little bit more specific. Career first, okay? So those of you who are listening in may be curious about your career. I see that there has been some level of conflict when it comes to your career. Okay. So there has been definitely some level of struggles when it came to your career in the past. And I see here that currently you are about to start, or I'm just getting this very new energy, a lot of like new energy, new projects. Perhaps you guys are going to be starting a new job. And so, and remember, this is a timeless reading. So know that you found it at the right time. But so this may have either just happened for you already, or it's about to happen, but you will recognize it right away. But I definitely get this, like some level of conflict, chaos, competition, like very competitive energy. There were people in your energy that were not willing to see things in your perspective. And as a result, you just kind of decided, you know what? I am going to do what I need to do. And there is this almost like fire, like an initiation that had happened. And so I see that when it comes to your work, you have started like a new endeavor, or like perhaps it's like a new quarter for you, or you're just starting. There's just this essence of a new beginning that I'm feeling for you at this time. Okay, so some of you are going to have an opportunity to start something up again, okay? Some of you it's relating to work, others of you it's relating to romance. There is this essence of somehow your career and your love, your romantic life is somehow intertwined. I have a feeling you are kind of trying to get back into this ease when it comes to your work because you want to impress somebody here. There's somebody that you are, I'm getting like a reunion kind of energy. So I see that you are working very hard, or they may be working very hard. Remember, roles can be reversed, but you will know which side you're on. But I just see here somebody is, they're just tired of the BS. They are tired of struggling and fighting for this never-ending cycle. And I see that this individual, this energy that I'm picking up, is willing to break free and kind of go after. They're remotivated, they're inspired to do well. Notice how even here the love and career, it kind of landed really close, and so it's just like a double confirmation saying that there is somebody here in your energy. You guys may not be physically together at this time, but I see some sort of reunion that is at the cusp, that is about to happen here. And this person that you may be dealing with is very, there's something about them that just radiates boss-like energy, okay? So this person knows what they want, they know how to get things done, and ultimately, like they even when you associated yourself with them, they always included you. And I'm getting this very like emotional energy, a very nostalgic kind of energy, and an energy of gratitude. That is what I'm feeling here. So somebody, I'm definitely picking up on somebody here that is truly a motivation, a motivator. And you may look at this person and you're like, wow, like you're so grateful that somebody like this loved you, like wanted to be with you and wanted to include you. You felt like you were part of the family. And there were some people in the way of this connection. I see that some of the people that you were dealing with, they were jealous. They felt like you guys didn't deserve to be together. They were a roadblock. They were a challenge. They didn't want you to find your happiness. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because I see here that somebody had a realization that life is what you make of it. And if you set your mind to something, and if you want to do something, you can do it. And I see a strong level of passion and love, like genuine love between the two of you. Like where when you guys are just in each other's presence, everything felt smooth, easy, joyous. You felt like you were part of the family, and it felt really nice. Wow. Do you see that? We have the Empress and the Emperor showing up, and as you can see in between them. So what I'm gathering from the message that's coming through is that this person, so we have the feminine and the masculine energy here, okay? We're not talking about genders, we're talking about energy. And so whichever energy that you are currently on, so you'll know which side of this connection, this story you're on. But I see here that the masculine energy here, they were stubborn. They didn't want to move. They didn't want to budge. They felt like they knew everything. And so they were not willing to give. I see kind of more like a tree or more of a mountain. Okay, the imagery that I'm getting is like a mountain that is not going to bend or move. Whereas the feminine energy that I'm picking up, they must be like a mutable sign or have a lot of mutable energy in their chart, but This is somebody, they're more like a bamboo, where they're able to bend and adapt to their surrounding. And so they have this level of inner knowing, inner knowledge, inner wisdom that they don't really have to exert it physically on a physical level. Instead, they attract abundance through their energy, through their kindness, the way that they give back. The universe can't help but favor this energy because they're so giving. I'm getting unconditional love, generosity. And so I see here that, this emperor energy, this masculine energy that I'm picking up, even though they may not have had a lot, they felt like they were almost putting on a show. They had this facade that they knew better, like they wanted to show that they knew what they were doing, even though they may not have. And so because there was this friction between the two energies, there was a lot of heavy ego energy that I'm picking up. So this masculine energy may have been in their ego and wasn't able to see things from the Empress's perspective. And so the Empress here they're here to just radiate their vibration to attract whatever is meant for them. In the past, they gave. They were a giver. They tried to believe that what you give is what you get. And it didn't matter if the other person didn't deserve it. They wanted to give. They wanted to show kindness. They wanted to show empathy and warmth. But the person that was receiving, they knew they didn't deserve it. Something within them, something within their soul knew that they didn't deserve it, and so they started acting out. They got triggered. They were like, no, I don't. In the beginning, they were like, oh my gosh, this is like heaven. This person is treating me with such kindness and grace, and they seem like everything I ever wanted. However, the ego started creeping in. Your ego started to say, I don't need their help. I don't need their love. I don't need their generosity. I'm better than them. They're not better than me. Like, this was kind of the thought process that this masculine was embodying. And I just do want to emphasize, you can be a male and be more of the feminine energy. Remember, gender, I'm not reading genders, I'm reading energies here, but you'll know which side you're on. All right. Any other messages when it comes to this? Wow. I said earlier I was picking up on a strong Virgo earth energy, right? Somebody on their chart. Okay, well, I see here that the masculine, they ended up, in the past, they ended up choosing somebody that fed their ego. Okay, they chose a third party. At the time, this person felt like what you deserved. It's kind of like, the Batman, the Dark Knight, where it's like he's not the hero we need, but the one we deserve kind of thing. And so you or the masculine, remember I have both masculines and feminine energy watching, so but you'll know which side you're on. But I see here that the masculine ended up choosing a third party, even though they saw somebody right in front of them who was nothing but kind and giving and generous to them, and there was a lot of happiness. But because the ego, they felt lack, they felt like they couldn't be with somebody that was better than them. So they ended up choosing somebody that fulfilled their ego. But the truth surfaced. The truth surfaced, God came in and made things very clear. There was a very strong connection you had with your feminine. So I'm getting like a very like divine counterpart energy. But anyways, just moving forward, I just see here that you had the masculine had a realization. They realized that they had something good, but their ego got in the way. And now they're trying to find a plan of getting their empress back. And the empress, strong earth energy coming through. They know you want to come back. They know that they are your other, their counterpart. You're the counterpart to the masculine. But even though they know it's coming, they're being patient. They're very patient. Because they have this inner knowing that whatever is meant for them is not going to pass by. This feminine knows that this person is very grounded. So even if things go wrong, even though there's sadness, even though there's something to be sad about, they have this understanding. Like, this is a very conscious individual. They have an understanding that things happen the way they did for a reason. If there's separation at this time, if there was separation in the past, and the masculine ended up choosing somebody else just to fulfill their ego, just to show that they're not alone and that they have admirers. It's like they can see right through you. This feminine can see right through the energy. I'm getting some of you, you may have Leo, you may have a Venus, or Leo and Venus and Leo. Yeah, you've definitely had this connection. You've whether it's in the past or if it was in your past life, I see here that there's definitely, you guys have history. You guys have some level of history. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's the other messages. Any other messages? Present. Okay. So what's the present energies coming through? So in your present energy, I see that there is some level of like planning or envisioning. There's this level of fantasizing what is going to happen in the future. There is somebody here that there is a lot of love. So I'm getting like, so we'll just kind of separate this as like masculine energy and feminine energy, okay? So the masculine energy here is wanting to rekindle what was in the past, okay? They're trying to find a way to recreate it. This masculine wants a significant other, okay? They want to be in this connection where they're emotionally fulfilled and they don't want to be in this chaotic mess. They don't want to have any conflict. But I do sense some inner struggle as well. And also there's other people in the way of this connection. Some of the masculines are in the process of some sort of divorce, okay, or separation. Either they were literally married or they were in a connection that felt like marriage. And they have a lot of shared, you know, all this time they shared resources, you know, they were involved. And so they're trying to find a way to divide any assets or have this final conclusion so that they can finally move forward towards the person they truly want to be with. This masculine realized through life experiences, you know, during the separation, they realized what was important. They realize that they want to be happy. They don't want conflict. They want somebody they can grow old with and be a family again. And this feminine energy knows. They have this intuitive knowing that there is this masculine that wants to be with them, that is trying to find their way back somehow, back into this person's life. And this feminine always knew. They always knew that this connection was significant. That this connection was supposed to get off the ground. That it was supposed to last. But there were obstacles. I'm getting the example of Ulysses, the Odyssey, in the Greek mythology, about how the masculine, they were gone for years away from home, and all they wanted to do was make their way back home. But there were challenges and hurdles and obstacles along the way. But never gave up, never lost hope. And the feminine knew. The feminine knew. So let's go ahead. Anything else about the present energy? Wow, look at that. Look at that, looking directly at the feminine. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. Look at that. Same energy. No, it knows. So the feminine is acting like almost like a lighthouse, okay? They're trying to motivate you. Look, this family energy, we have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. I'm getting strong water energy in this in this spread here, okay? Strong water and earth energy. So you or them may have that in their Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or just strong placements. But this is a destined connection. It's a destined connection. There is still obstacles here that somebody is moving away from. The masculine here is trying to come towards their feminine, their divine feminine, and they're being tempted. The masculine is being tempted, whether that's options or being swayed by examples. I'm getting I'm getting like the masculine, they must have had a past life as a pirate or something like that, like somebody like who's just surrounded themselves with bad influence, bad people in a sense, where there was a lot of like stealing, lying, cheating, or just that kind of energy that was surrounded. And even though they may have been surrounded by that kind of energy, their heart always belonged to this person, to this feminine. This feminine, if we can give them one word to describe them, is love. They are love. And this masculine has been without genuine, true love for a while now. And I see here that some of these masculines, the true masculines here, they have been celibate. They have been tempted. They have people, it's like, hey, we should go out, we should do this, just bad influence. But there's something about this. If you're a true divine masculine that I am picking up in this reading, this person is almost, they're kind of going within. They're meditating. They're silencing all the busyness around them. They're trying. So I'm getting another example that's coming through is kind of like Aladdin, okay? Like Aladdin, he wasn't a bad guy. He was just in a bad situation and he had to do what he had to do to survive. And part of that was lying, stealing. But deep down, he knew that's not who he was. There's almost like this prince energy about this masculine. But they had to adapt. They needed to survive. And so they came across people who disguised themselves as friends, but they weren't. They were all just trying to survive. The universe wants to make it very clear that whatever is happening in your life right now, whatever you're trying to do or you're getting ready to do, you're being supported. Because I see here somebody who's genuinely wants to give the love back. It's almost like they want the divine feminine to kind of I don't want to say wait for them, but the masculine can't wait to pour their love into the divine feminine's cup, in a sense. Because their heart is overflowing with love. Like they know that they are a vibrational match to the feminine. But all he has to do is kind of let go of the anchor, let go of the baggage, in a sense, of all of these conflicts. They need to let go. And I see here that they're wrapping it up. They're wrapping up the cycle. They're wrapping up all the injustices and the unfairness. And the feminine knows. It's almost like their spidey senses is tingling. Like they know. It's almost like I'm getting this like drums, like starting out softly. And then it's almost like Jumanji, boom, 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 boom. And like it's getting louder and louder. They know their masculine is coming back. They're preparing to make their way back. And they're starting out by being celibate and rejecting all the negative, low vibrational beings and influences that had once weighed them down. But it's like once you can see, once you know people's motives, why they do the things they do, and how, like once you're enlightened by the truth, it's hard to be fooled. They're able to stay more focused. This masculine has not stopped gazing at this love, the cup of love that they want to give to the feminine, so that they can have this family, this blissful energy, this blissful life. This masculine is getting ready. Okay. One final message. What's the one final message? Wow, look at that. Past. Okay. Ooh, sticky past. Okay, so some of you needs to heal from the past, okay? Oh. Somebody here is very sorry about what they did. Yeah, they're sorry. They're sorry. What happened in the past? Wow. Wow. You notice how we have repeat cards here? The energy is consistent. It's consistent. So I see here what the universe wants to tap into is the past energy. So it's talking about the same people here, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. These two that was meant to be together, but due to circumstances, due to ego, they weren't. There was a separation. So the story that's coming through is that there was this feminine that was very intuitive. Okay, they had some sort of spiritual awakening, some sort of enlightenment. And this person, they always had some sort of knowing, some sort of inclination. However, when they came together with their masculine, with their divine counterpart, they were just elevated even more. The love that they shared, the happiness, the family kind of energy. They felt loved. They felt happy. And they didn't want what they had with their masculine to end. They always knew that they were meant to be together, that they were meant to share this blissful emotional fulfillment and almost have this legacy. They were meant to come together. And this masculine, with their ego aside, they were a counterpart. They were a true counterpart for their feminine. This person deep down inside, they knew what was wrong, they knew what was right. They had some level of spirituality, they knew they had a bigger purpose in life and they wanted to do things right. They knew that they had a soul and they were meant to find, this masculine believed in true love. They did. But the ego stepped in, the conditioning stepped in, their environment, their fears, paranoia, anxiety, worries. They crept up one by one. And they were frozen in a sense. They couldn't move. And they just laid there, not able to move, not be able to move forward. It almost felt like they kind of went on autopilot and they began being indulgent. They began letting their ego take over and not take responsibility for their actions. They started indulging. And that was the downfall of their connection. When the masculine is a vibrational match to the feminine, only then they're able to coexist together. Only then they are able to thrive and be in each other's company. When the masculine does low vibrational things, the universe takes their feminine out of their life to protect them. And as much as the feminine did not want to leave, not want to be separated, just like how you didn't want to be separated from them, it had to be done. Because the balance was no longer there, the reciprocation. It ended up being just one-sided, unfair, unjust. The silver lining here is that the masculine, their higher self, they know what they need to do. They know how to be a better person, to stand in their truth and not be a player, not try to con people, not try to put on some sort of show for other people. Because they realize that it's not about doing things to please others, to gain admiration from them. What they don't realize that when they do start to do that, they'll start losing themselves, because their happiness depends on how other people view them. The feminine here also learned a valuable lesson: to protect their boundaries, to uphold their worth, and to stay in a high vibration as to be an example, a motivation, a lighthouse. And as they beam their light, their love, their essence, the masculine is motivated even more. And they see the light through the darkness, through the clouds. They see their feminine's light. And they're determined more than ever to come forward, be better, so that they can stand and sit next to their divine feminine, as if they know they deserve to be there. So there's a lot of, like healing, learning that's going on, okay? Any final messages, okay? This is it, last one. Any final messages? Present, okay. What about the present? Okay. What about the present? See, look at that. Virgo and Cancer energy. So some of you may be Virgo, or dealing with the Virgo, or dealing with the Cancer, or those strong placements in their chart. Keeps coming up again, over and over again. Wow. Wow. My goodness. Holy guacamole. Holy guacamole. Look at all of these major arcanas, huh? Wow. So the message is very clear, okay? So currently, as mentioned earlier, you guys, both parties in a sense, they're healing, they're shedding, and they're trying to rest, and so that they can come back together, okay? You guys haven't lost hope. They haven't lost hope. You haven't lost hope. Because this love, it's been repeated over several lifetimes, okay? And When you close your eyes, when they close their eyes, they can see a family. They can see some sort of like family connection, the type of legacy that you guys are going to build together. And this time is going to be balanced, it's going to be reciprocated. The masculine is going to put in the work and not, like, one of the things that the masculine regrets or is very heavy on their heart is that they made their feminine wait. There has been, like, they've been moving so slow. So much time has gone by. And they're sorry about that. They realize that if they I do sense here it was all meant to be, okay? Even the timing of it all, it's like things didn't progress because they weren't ready. They had to do a lot of reflecting. They had to do a lot of growth and healing here. And as much as they wanted to move forward, they didn't want to F it up this time. They knew that this is their last chance, in a sense. And that can be very daunting, because this feminine energy, as mentioned, they know their worth. They have hope. But at the same time, they want a match. They want their vibrational match. And so again, as mentioned earlier, the universe is not going to put these connections together. This feminine has elevated their vibration. They know their worth. They've been working hard and making sure to uphold boundaries and being knowledgeable about how they carry themselves and what they're willing to tolerate and not tolerate. They have compassion, yes, they have empathy. But they know their worth and they're not going to the masculine knows that they only have one final chance to make this right. The feminine has been patient, more than understanding. And I can see that the masculine is sorry, they are. But the journey that they have taken and needed to be had, it was the lesson they needed to learn. The masculine is growing. They're becoming wiser. They know how to uphold boundaries. They're trying to be strong within. They have an inner strength, building, getting stronger. They're wiser. And they will come and they will return when it's the right time.